students, welcome back to our own channel. Today we are going to study about the preparation of phenols, which is a very important topic from the board's point of view. It is the most asked question in board exams. So first we are going to understand what are phenols, and then we are going to see the different methods by which we can prepare this phenol. So phenol is a compound where this hydroxy group, we know what is hydroxy group, it is OH, right? When this hydroxy group is attached to a benzene ring, okay, so it is attached to a benzene ring directly, it forms one phenol. So it is a compound in which hydroxy group is directly attached to a benzene ring. So here I have mentioned some of the methods by which we can prepare phenol. So there are only 4 methods to prepare phenol, and all of these are very easy and very important at the same time. So first we can prepare phenol from chlorobenzene. So what is chlorobenzene, students? When the chlorine, it is a halogen, right? When it is attached to a benzene ring, it is called as chlorobenzene. So it is a type of aryl halide. Then there is cumene. From cumene also we can prepare phenol. Cumene is basically isopropyl benzene. When this isopropyl, I'll show you what is isopropyl. This is isopropyl. It is attached to a benzene group. It is called as isopropyl benzene. Next is from benzene sulfonic acid. When your sulfonic group SO3H is attached to a benzene ring, it is called as benzene sulfonic acid. Aniline, when your amino group, that is NH2, is attached to a benzene ring, it forms aniline. So from these 4 organic compounds we are going to prepare this phenol. So let us see from the first step, that is from chlorobenzene. So here I have taken chlorobenzene and I am reacting it with sodium hydroxide at a temperature of 623 Kelvin and 150 atmosphere. Now student, what will happen over here? This chlorine will get combined with this hydrogen and it will form HCl, and whatever that is remaining over here, this ONA group will get attached to this benzene ring. Okay, ONA goes here and Cl gets attached with H. So it forms HCl. So whatever that is formed over here, it is called as sodium phenoxide. Okay, so I am writing over here sodium phenoxide. So this is the first step wherein we react our chlorobenzene with sodium hydroxide at certain conditions and we get sodium phenoxide as our product. Now we are going to take this product in the second step. And now what will happen over here, student? This Na will get combined to Cl and it will form sodium chloride. And this H will take the place of Na, it will form phenol. I hope you understand. In the second step, I have taken the same sodium phenoxide, and when it reacts with HCl, the Na gets combined with the Cl, it forms NaCl, and H will take the place of sodium, it will form phenol. So you can write the statement as when chlorobenzene reacts with sodium hydroxide at a temperature of 623 Kelvin and pressure 150 atmosphere, it forms sodium phenoxide. When this sodium phenoxide further reacts with HCl, it forms phenol along with sodium chloride. Okay, so there are 2 steps and you have to mention each and every step in the statement also. So don't forget to write the statement as it carries marks. Now student, we are going to prepare our phenol from cumene, and I have told you earlier what is cumene. It is isopropyl benzene. So here I have written this isopropyl benzene. So remember the structure of cumene as it comes for 2 marks. 1 or 2 marks. Now here we are going to take cumene and then we are going to react it with oxygen. Since oxygen is getting added up in the organic compound, this reaction is also called as oxidation. So I am taking cumene over here and I am taking oxygen. And when I react both of them in presence of cobalt, what will happen over here? This oxygen will get added to this cumene. So it will form COOH. Now what we have to do is, this product is called as adduct. Okay, this is not a final product, it is just an intermediate. So this adduct we have to treat it with HCl. Now what will happen over here, students? This will break. The isopropyl group will break and this OH will remain over here forming phenol, and whatever the remaining part is, it will form a ketone group. Okay, so it will be propane 2-one. Understood? The C double bond O is called as ketonic group, right? So this is propane 2-one. Now students, I'll revise it fast. So we have taken over here cumene and I'm adding oxygen in it in presence of cobalt. the oxygen gets added up, it will form one adduct, and when I react it with HCl, it will form phenol and propane 2-one. So now we are going to see the next preparation method of phenol, that is from benzene sulfonic acid. So benzene sulfonic acid, I have taken this over here. So this sulfonic group is attached to benzene ring and forms benzene sulfonic acid, and now I am going to react it with sodium hydroxide. Now what will happen over here, student, this H will get combined to this OH forming H2O. So it will be removed out, H2O is taken out. Now this H will be replaced by Na. So Na will take the place of hydrogen, and this is called as sodium benzene sulfonate. Since it is the sulfonic acid is having more priority than this benzene ring, that's why it is sulfonate. So now I have taken sodium benzene sulfonate over here, and now I am going to react it with NaOH in presence of and temperature of 573 Kelvin. Now what will happen over here, student? This SO2 will be getting evaporated. Now whatever that is remaining over here, O, one oxygen is there, and Na. So it will form sodium phenoxide. Okay. And now, but this is not the final product, right? I have to get phenol. So how I will prepare phenol from sodium phenoxide, that you are aware of. I have to take HCl, and this Na will get combined to the Cl, and this H will take the place of Na. It will form phenol. I hope you guys understood this. So one, I have to take benzene sulfonic acid and I have to react it with sodium hydroxide. What will happen over here? This water molecule will be taken out. Na will take the place of hydrogen. It will form sodium benzene sulfonate. Now I'll take the sodium benzene sulfonate and I'll react it with NaOH at a temperature of 573 Kelvin. Now there will be evaporation of SO2 and sodium phenoxide will be formed. When sodium phenoxide is treated with HCl, it forms phenol and NaCl. So you just learn the reaction and automatically you will get to know how to write the statement. You don't need to learn all the statements. Now next is from aniline. I have told you what is aniline, amino group attached to a benzene, that is aniline. NH2 attached to benzene. And then I have to react it with HNO2 and HCl. Now student, what you have to do here, take out all the oxygen and hydrogen. H2, oxygen I am taking over here. So how many H do I have? I have 4H, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many oxygens? I have 2 oxygen. So it leads to the formation of 2H2O, right? 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. So that I have taken out. Now whatever that is remaining over here, 2 N nitrogen are there and 1 Cl. So it will take the place of hydrogen, N2Cl will be formed. So this group or this compound is called as benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, benzene diazonium chloride. This is benzene, this is chloride. N2 means there is a bond between these two nitrogen, and that is called as diazo group. That's why it is named as benzene diazonium chloride. Now we have to take this benzene diazonium chloride again, and then we have to react it with water. Now what will happen over here, students? HCl will be taken out, N2 will get evaporated, and this OH will take the place of N2Cl. It will form phenol. Easy. I have taken aniline, I reacted with HNO2 and HCl at a temperature of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. It will form benzene diazonium chloride. When benzene diazonium chloride reacts with water, it forms phenol and hydrochloride and N2 gas. That's it. So these are the 4 methods for the preparation of phenol. Now in the next lecture we are going to see how the reactions of phenols takes place and what are the compounds that we can prepare from phenol. Remember, these 4 reactions are very important and easy. So learn them, practice them again and again. This phenol part of this chapter is very important. So thank you, students.